Hey, y'all crazy. Get my keys, hell no.
All right, so let me add context to it. There was basically a bunch of little demon ass kids who were raised by demons, and basically they're exuberating demonship in the demon hood. With that being said, yes, I'm being sarcastic. So first we're gonna ask the question, and then we'll dive into the conversation. So again, we'll start with Pickens. That video, those kids, do you think that's the parents' fault or lack thereof, or the white man's fault?
Parents or lack thereof. It ain't the white man's fault at all.
I got you. All right, Rich, do you think that's the parents' fault or the white man's fault?
Them your kids, yeah.
Yogi, parents' fault or the white man's fault?
I blame Donald Trump. No, I'm just playing. It's the player's fault.
All right, Trust, you think it's the parents' fault or the white man's fault?
Parents.
Quality, do you think it's the parents' fault or the white man's fault?
Parents definitely.
Gotcha. King, do you think it's the white man's fault or the parents' fault?
I think it's the devil. That's who it is.
That's who it is. Yes, sir. That's the white
man. You
can
only choose one, man.
He said the white man. He said the devil. He said the white man. He said the white man.
No, I don't know. Is the white man or the parents' fault?
He said the white man because he said the
Let
devil.
him answer the question, man. It's on question. You got to give me the answer. Is it the white man's fault or the parents' fault?
I think it's the parents' fault, man.
All right. So this was a trick question. So I want to ask this question now, and we'll do it one at a time. If those kids acting like that are the white man's fault, why when it comes to black men and women and their issues and their problems, why is it seeming there's an overwhelming majority or an overwhelming number of black people who blame it on the system and the white? We'll start with Pickens. We'll start with Pickens first.
Well, you don't want my answer. My answer is black people think white people or white men are their daddies. So we tend to not like our daddies for some reason in society in general. And so when something goes wrong, you got to blame your daddy. And so typically the person you choose to blame, you revere that person as your daddy. Black people act like white people are the gatekeepers to their success. Now, I had a conversation the other day on TikTok. Somebody was trying to blame white people for everything, talking about the system is so racist and how white people are keeping black people held down. And in the same breath, I'm sorry, it wasn't on TikTok, it was on YouTube. And in the same breath, they said there's about to be an expansion team in Oakland where 7 black men are about to get their first NFL franchise. I said, now, how in the hell can the most racist, segregated, hard to get in club in the world seems to be the NFL? And if they gonna let 7 black men in, how are you gonna talk about the system being racist and at the same time contradict yourself? So I just think black people want to have a scapegoat, like women want to call men leaders, only to have somebody to blame when things go south. Black people want to keep saying that white people are holding them down, so when their life don't shape up the way they envisioned it as a kid, they can blame somebody instead of blaming themselves.
Gotcha. All right, so we're gonna go to Rich. What's your thoughts on that? So again, when it comes to adults, when it comes to black men and women, why does it seems that the white man is always at fault for their situation of areas?
Rock, you got somebody backstage.
Everybody want to find somebody to blame something on. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this gingerly. I think everybody is racist when they need to be and don't need to be. We use that as a convenience. If it's all blacks right there, we nigga, nigga, nigga. We with the white man, we like ha 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 at the job. They the same way. I think everybody play it to the fullest. So when you say that, people that do that, they're looking for excuse or anything to blame it on. Because you can blame something on everything, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Either you're gonna do something about it or you're not. So I think that as black people, the less fortunate of us who don't do nothing, not the ones that's doing something, they the one to blame the white man for everything, and they confused. But I don't subscribe to that in my ministry. That the white man is the problem for all my downfall. No, I'm past that. So I just think it's like that. I think just people that use it as they can. When it hurt their people, they hey, it's him. But then they like it. We don't have a reason to point the finger at him. He keeps showing you slave movies, how he whoop your ass and give you June 19th and tell you I let you out 100 years late. So that's kind of the reason they gonna blame him for some shit, because he said it. Now we didn't say it. We didn't have a pen or paper. He made the pen, the paper, and the eraser. So he can erase what he wants. So I'm just saying, it ain't like he just absent of fault. I'm not saying he the problem, but he did give a compelling story for us to do that. Everybody cried at Roots. When he said Toby, we want him to just say Toby, man. Just say Toby. We all saw that. James Pittman, they spit in the water fine. We saw that. Heart-touching stories, but like I say, I don't subscribe to the white man is the problem, but people do.
It's Rich. Somebody hijack Rich Body.
Don't sound like him, huh?
You totally the opposite today. I'm scared.
What's wrong with this nigga?
He kind of circled back around to himself a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's not. I'm just saying. It's just it is what it is. I just think it's
Mr. Go back.
He brought up Roots.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. I told Rich to take him a cigar before the show. He got his cigar blazing right now. He in his own little zone. He got his liquor going. Yeah, he's a nice man today.
Man, he a whole different nigga today.
Hey, go on, Rich.
Listen. You can't be turned up
It's
all
a
the
halo
time.
over this nigga.
You gotta just come down sometime.
Sometimes, Rich.
And let me help y'all out. This just really the first topic. So, I told y'all, y'all happy right now.
Later.
This is the first topic. So,
trying to go about the rules.
Hey, I'm nervous, nigga. This the fuck.
We 50 minutes in. We trying to go by the rules. We trying.
Okay.
All right, yo.
Hold up.
And so again, the question to you: why is it when it comes to we blame the parents for the children and not the white man? So why is it if we could blame the parents for some kids' fault on being fucked up, why is it we tend to hold the white man as the blame for why black men and women are fucked up?
And this don't go to all black people. I know all black people ain't the same. I feel like that's the easiest crutch for them to grab onto to best describe, their laziness. You feel me? Because it's so many things out here that you can do, man, to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? But like with the white man, they get food stamps and now the Section 8 niggas get comfortable. And then they want to blame it on them for the motherfucker that's supplying they living. Like I said, this ain't all black people, bro. We know we got people out here working for real. But I don't know. That's just my answer, man. They look at it. That's the best crutch they can use, man, to explain their situation.
Gotcha. And also keep in mind, y'all, even though I gave a few more rules to structure it, once they're through, if there's anybody that want to rebuttal, you can. And you can have that one-on-one conversation or debate if needed. So I don't want you to think you have to be forced to wait till everybody say something to go back to what somebody said to rebuttal. So I just
want to say this to Big Yogi. It's more white people on food stamps than it is black people. I just wanted to say that.
But I don't speak for the white man. I'm black. I'm gonna speak for the niggas.
Got you.
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this, Trust. So what does that mean when you say that? I mean, what credence does it give? What does that mean?
The only reason I said it because he spoke about black people being on food stamps, and that seems to be to me a major stereotype that all black folks is standing in the welfare line and waiting on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? Which is just untrue. Only when it comes to government assistance, black people only make up 20%. I just looked this up the other day. Black people only make up 20% of government handouts.
But he did say not all, though. He did make that clear.
Yeah, for sure. He said not all. Yeah, he said not
Well,
all.
it really wouldn't matter if 100% of black people was on government assistance, because we represent such a small populace that we just listen. I don't give black people a pass for abusing the system. I definitely think if you are a benefactor of food stamps to any capacity and you've worked and you've paid taxes, you should have no shame in getting compensated from your tax dollars, because that's what the system is for. It's put in place for those people to benefit if they've contributed to it. Now, I have a problem with the people who've never contributed to it constantly benefiting from it, because that just put a strain on us. But anyways, if all black people was on it, it still wouldn't matter, because there's enough. I mean, our representation of the population is so small that we wouldn't be the ones putting the strain on the system.
For sure.
Okay, then, Mr. Ben, man, we want to thank you, man. Thank you again for coming in, brother. I appreciate it, man. I know you have a lot going on. I can't thank you enough as usual, bro, because I know you sacrifice your time and energy. So I appreciate that. But with that being said, did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, yeah. So they all agreed that it was the parents' fault. So again, the question I have to you is, if it's the parents' fault that the kids are why they acting like that, why is it it seems that a lot of black men and women they blame, or when it comes to them being messed up, it's the white man seems to be the blame. What's your thoughts on that?
Everybody pretty much touched on it, but I guess just to piggyback on some points, I think that a lot of us identify like how we end up in a certain circumstance, or how things got to a point. But my thing is, we identified it, but the solution lies within us anyway, though. We still have to be accountable to what we do. So I think it's easier to say, hey, this is where it's at, because you may have to do things different when you get up in the morning every day. You know, how you go about your day, you might have to change some stuff up or change some habits, and that's harder. So that's my answer. Everybody pretty much said the same thing.
All right, gotcha.
I want to say something off T-Ben, what he just said right there. Like, I think that was like probably the closest answer, because of like where I feel like myself is at. Like, when I think about it, I start to think about like, okay, I think there's something more so like, I hope to think it's an older generation in our community that may think that way when things go wrong. And then a lot of times that older generation had to raise a younger generation, because grandma was raising the kid that, was raising the kid, grandma was raising them, and they take on some of their thought processes, to where now those young ones are mixed in with us, to where we hear and see this kind of like, what do they call it? Defeatist kind of talk of like the government holding me down, the man holding me down. Maybe that came from like generation and generation ago, to where like, I agree with like Yogi too, and saying it's not everybody, it's not all black folks and stuff like that. And then with T-Ben saying, hey, we need to analyze what's the solution, what's the source, where does this maybe come from? So maybe, like we said, I'll just go back to my same answer, man. Focus on the third grade brown and black boys and black girls and stuff like that. Focus on it down there, whatever race, it don't matter, but really just focus on those ages. Get that right. I think that's what we need to start right now. I think we're pretty cooked.
Man, I think, what? I was always taught, man, to figure things out. Like me as a man, and just speaking for myself, I'm gonna always figure out a way. And that's just kind of how I approach life. I don't care what get thrown in my way. It could be something where it's like, clearly it wasn't my fault. Clearly I was a victim of whatever, But and just to kind of walk that back, I would never consider myself a victim. To be honest with you, like, hey, some mistakes is just, I left the house today, so life happens. That's how I look at it. So, but I'm always try to figure something out. So I'm not gonna ever say I can't get to this point because something wouldn't let me. Like, I just can't accept that as a man. That's just me though.
And I want to say something too. Just because just people out there listening, just because you identify something that may be wrong with yourself or with something that's around you, or you're identifying it, and you have to verbally say it out loud for yourself to believe it or record it. That doesn't mean that you're a victim. It just means you're identifying it so you can move forward. I don't know the scientific term or the clinical term. You can ask Rock now for that shit. But I'm just saying, you don't have to, feel like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not a victim just because you're identifying what's going on.
Hey, I hate to do this because I thought I got my time mixed up, and I thought you was starting at 8. I was like, oh shoot. I jumped on. I was up here early as hell. I was the only one in the green room, like, where everybody at? But I gotta take care of something. I'm waiting for Mr. Tyler Bryant to tell me what I'm tripping on. Oh, it shouldn't take that long for you to type, a cam up so I can address you real quick before I bounce. I don't want nobody thinking I'm leaving when there's smoke in the air. I keep a fan on me. I keeps a fan. Smoke can't reside around me. Smoke got to be cleared. So please don't take no time. Use your keyboard right now or use your camera and fill one of these damn boxes so I can address you and I can go deal with my babies. I got to put them to bed.
He want that smoke, Tyler. He want that smoke.
No. I don't want the smoke. I want to clear the smoke.
You want to clear the smoke.
I'm a fan. See, people bring the smoke to me and I go,
this dude sound like an arson.
Okay, Big Bad Wolf, he's going down. I like that.
He sound like an arson. He's like an arson investigator.
So who's next? Who haven't spoke?
I haven't went yet.
Okay,
so
ahead.
We already know here. I'm big on it, y'all. Accountability. Therefore, there is no excuse that you can give me that is going to tell me, and T-Ben just hit on it just a second ago, that's going to stop me from doing what I need to do. There's no excuse. I cannot make an excuse. Now, I am human, y'all. So, of course, what I have learned from time is how to become this way. I wasn't this way when I was born. I had to learn to be this way. But over time, I don't even want to say I perfected it, but I'm getting better at it. But accountability, we can all say that something happened and this is why this didn't happen or that didn't happen. That's easy. Tell me the part that you play in it. Don't tell me what everybody else did. Don't tell me nothing about this person, that person, that I don't want to hear none of them. Don't tell me them. Because now you're trying to tell me why you couldn't succeed when if you focus on what you was doing, you would get a better outcome. So tell me what you do. Don't tell me nothing else. Just tell me that part. And that's what I focus on with me. I focus on what did I do? What could I have done better? Damn what that person did. Damn what that person. Damn all them over there. What could I have done better to make this a different outcome? And that's my plan.
Gotcha. Who haven't win?
Trust.
Yeah, y'all out on the panel, y'all know I'm pro-black. Y'all know. Y'all do know I'm
to the people.
So I'm not gonna give the white man a pass. Circumstances do exist. There you go. Circumstances do exist. However, circumstances don't break you. They reveal who you truly are. So you can't allow those circumstances to give you an excuses of why you can't succeed. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But looking at the video that we just watched, to me, that was more of a behavior problem. And when it comes to behavior, you can't blame nobody for your behavior. That's strictly up to you, your behavior. Y'all get what I'm saying when I say that? It's a difference between your problems and your behavior. Y'all get what I'm saying? So so there was a behavior problem. So we as black folks, we can't blame nobody for our behavior. Our behavior is strictly up to us. It's up to you to straighten up and do what you got to do as a man, woman, whatever have you. But circumstances have arisen in our life that we can say, the white man threw that on us. But we still have a right and we have a choice to succeed and be better.
All right, so I want to give a little pushback on it. Not
The smoke is clear.
Can
The
I clear
on it, but
Can
not
I clear this up before I take off? I want to give Trust a little bit pushback. Trust real quick, bro. Why did you bring up white people then? If we were talking,
I was just gonna say the same shit.
Yeah, it was a behavior video, and if we can't blame nobody for our behavior, why are you finding a way to bring white people into the equation?
Because his initial question was, why do black people blame white people for their problems? So I wanted to touch on the problems, but also bring to light that I saw it as a behavior issue.
Okay, now let me address this, brother, before I take off. And I'm mad because damn, I want to sit here and converse with you brothers tonight. But he said some more. You can be an owner or not, no matter of you have a finances or me.
That's a female too, though.
Majority. Oh, that's a female. Okay, vote by the white. So I don't think they understood my initial.
That ain't no female.
I don't think they.
Well, it don't matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't think they understood what I initially said.
My bad.
My claim is that the NFL is highly regarded as a good old boy system. Rich white men who keep black people out. So if they're going to let black people in, which they have to vote them in, you can't buy your way into the NFL. It has to be a vote. And the owners collectively have to say yes. So if we want to call the NFL racist after all that Kaepernick stuff and talk about how there's barely any black coaches and then there's no black owners and we keep calling them racist. Well, then if they let 7, not 1, 7 black men in, I don't think racist people are going to do that. Especially when they billionaires and they don't have to yield to anything. Now, I'm not saying they're not racist. What I'm saying is if they let them in, whether they coons that they letting in or not, there could be some backstabbing porch monkeys that they letting in. They still got black faces. So if they let them in, then we can't say that the system is holding us back, white people holding us back, and then we take the universally racist system that let 7 black men in the same sentence and say that the system is racist. I'm sorry. I think we got to stop blaming white people, even though they may be complicit in ways, they may be interfering in ways, they may be using nepotism and favoritism, and choosing certain people over us is no different than what we would be doing if we were the dominant ethnic group.
I want to add to that, right? And it's going to be a kind of a double communication between what Trust was talking about and what you were talking about. So here's my thought process of it all, right? Okay. I would assume that a certain percentage, if not a large majority, of the same people who voted these guys into the good old boy club are racist. I'm almost sure of it. But it goes back to the same thing with the Charlie Kirk thing. Here's my point. The problem I have with black people is when we almost seems to make that the determination if we even want to deal with them or not. And to me, when I see black people do that, that's just bad business. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us go work for a racist white man every day. And we not vocalizing our disdain for the racist owners at our job or our company. Or shit. Some of us live in nice neighborhoods with white neighbors, and we're not stressing that shit. You see what I'm saying? And so, to me, that's where I have the problem with black people when it comes to blaming them and stuff like that. I don't care about if you like someone or hate someone. Man, good business is just good business. Leave all that personal shit out the fucking. Leave it out. That's my thoughts. I don't care if you raise, do business. I ain't never seen a drug dealer. I ain't selling no dope to him. Shit. like this, nigga. I don't like this. They don't give a fuck. You can be Chinese, white, blue, green. They gonna sell it to you.
You got that money. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? And we didn't get to this point last time, but I wanted to kind of touch on that. I agree with that right there. Like I don't even, in my mind, when I go into the world, I was talking to my wife about this. I don't care whether you like me or not. I care whether you respect me or not. Yeah, that's how I judge it. Like how you treat me when I'm in front of you, or if I'm not in front of you and it's something get back to me. But when you sit there at your dinner table with your family or with your homeboy and nobody else around, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so I agree with that because in my mind, most people sit at their dinner table and talk about other people. Just in the confines of their home. People do it. We just don't come and talk about it into the public. You know what I'm saying? So
in the public too. Black people are so racist to white people. We call
racist to everybody.
Yes, we call them all derogatory terms, and we get mad with
I'm saying I think everybody does that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, everybody.
I think everybody does that. So
do it publicly. Black people are the only people in large numbers disrespecting everyone, including blacks, on public.
No, I see white folks do it too. Asians do it too.
I wouldn't say
Mexicans do it too.
Definitely do it.
Everybody does it. Everybody does it.
Wait a minute.
Everybody does it.
But gentlemen,
man, all you have to do is, I don't know if y'all ever you can go to different spaces on the internet, whether they real or not, but we talking about online. You can go to different spaces and look at
public.
Huh? Yeah, well, I mean, because you normally hang around your people though.
Internet gangsters, that don't count. I can't count.
Well, I mean, what you judging off of? You only hang around. You mostly hang around your people, but you mostly hang around your people. You're not around a whole bunch of just white folks.
I go into white spaces. I work in corporate.
They're not gonna talk about you in front of your face in a white.
But that's what we're
saying. They're not gonna do that.
But what we're saying is black people publicly in general. I'm not saying every black person. I'm not saying every black. I'm not saying every white. But I guarantee you, I've seen more black people, and even if I'm in a space where I'm around predominantly white people, I see more black people on a day-to-day basis disrespect every demographic of people. They talk about the Jews, they talk about the whites, they talk about the blacks, they talk about the Mexicans.
Let me ask you a question. So when you around, you
don't think we should?
Hold on. If you around if you're around a whole bunch of black folks, right? And let's say there's white people there, do they talk about white people in front of their face like that with people black folks? I ain't never seen that. I ain't never seen that.
You ain't never seen black people talk about white people.
You can dance for a white boy.
Man, that's why this is why white folks go to our clubs and party. We ain't even gonna trip. But you ain't gonna go to their club and go partying because you know better.
Whoa. Let me say this. Whoa. Are we acting like? See, this is one thing I cannot stand when we do. We act like we're more accepting of whites than they are of us. That's not true because
we are.
Well, let me break it down for you real quick because I get it. The optics will make you believe that. There's plenty of black kids in all white schools where it's like 5 or 6 of them. You rarely see predominantly black schools where there's just white kids in there from across the tracks. Now, if a white kid grows up in the hood, we tend to treat them like they one of us. But if the white kid is from the burbs, we don't let the white kids from the burbs just come into our neighborhoods. People act
their parents ain't gonna let them come. What you mean, bro? We talking about school. The parents ain't gonna let them come. I want the Prairie View.
I'm sorry, but I don't know why we act like it's not the exact same. When we go into white neighborhoods, sometimes we get nervous if we're not accustomed to being in white neighborhoods. Just like when they come to black neighborhoods, when they're not accustomed to blending in black neighborhoods, they get nervous. They're not just
not in Third Ward. Not Third Ward.
Third Ward's been gentrified over the span of 11 years.
They ain't never been nervous there, though. What I'm saying, they ain't been nervous in Third Ward.
Got 2 major colleges, and a lot of law enforcement that roll through there.
I'm just saying, man. I mean,
I lived there in Third Ward for 11 years, man.
Are we saying that though? Do y'all gentlemen,
I live in Third Ward too.
White people who are not typically around blacks, do y'all believe they get nervous?
White folks are not gonna drive to Liberty Street
at
10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, right. It's the same for
Yes.
every ethnic group. When we are not accustomed to being around those people, I don't care if you black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, Hindu, I don't care if you Christian, I don't care what you are. When you are not accustomed to being around a particular group of people, you get nervous when you're over there, and they don't necessarily welcome you.
Can I say this to you, brother?
I mean, look, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. But what I'm saying is this, though: across the board, if a white person can dance real well, sing real well, what we say, they come to the cookout. You ain't never seen a white folks go, oh, they come over to us for dinner because they can do what we do. That just don't happen.
You will have to be around whites to know if that happened.
I know that. I work around them.
The black side. No, listen what I'm saying. White people, black people say that about white people. And why do we know that? Because we're around all blacks hearing them, and we say it around people who we can resonate with. White people.
I said that I said that about 10 minutes ago, though. That's the point that I made. I said you ain't around them to know. I said that.
You said what?
Y'all remember when I said you're not around other people to really know what they be saying?
Yeah.
Didn't I say that?
I know.
You saying that right now?
Yes.
You saying the same thing right now?
I know. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm telling you that because you're saying the white people never say it about us, but they wouldn't say it to us. They will say it to other white people.
Why do we say it? We say it to them though. We say it to them.
No, we say it to each other, or we say it to that person. Listen, we don't say it to. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Let's say all of us are white, and you're the only black one here. I mean, all of us are black. You're the only white one here. We will tell you that you're invited to the cookout. We wouldn't go to other white people to tell them that you're invited to the cookout. So if they decided to let one of us in, they will tell us, meaning me or other whites. They wouldn't go to random black people and say that black guy is invited. They wouldn't do that. We don't.
What point? I don't get that. I don't get that point though. I don't get that
Can
point.
I say this? Can I help y'all out? Y'all talking about two different things. I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna
probably so,
brother. Before you leave, listen. You talking about niggas and black folks. See, don't nobody want to be around no niggas. I'm the world greatest nigga. I understand that. You see what I'm saying? Because Rob say when he go outside with his gun, he looking for niggas. Each one of us on this.
Hey, stop now. No. We're not gonna do that today.
I'm with that.
No.
That's not.
Hold on. Stop. Yeah. No. Stop putting words in people's mouth, Rich. That's a lie. Don't do that. I'm gonna do this when you do that. You cannot put words in nobody's mouth. That's disrespect. Stop it, bro.
How? I said,
no, you lying. You're lying. Niggas. I never said that shit. Stop it. Just stop it, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, that man did not say he go outside with his gun looking for niggas.
He don't look for niggas. He didn't say that.
I say when he go outside, he say when he got his gun, he's worried about the niggers. That's the first thing.
He didn't say the niggers.
That's what he said. He's worried
and I'm saying that. I'm with him. I'm not against him. I'm saying everybody
words matter though. You didn't say that.
I'm making a point. They're talking about white folks. Yeah, they don't want to be around niggas. They'll be around some black folks, and they'll let a black person come. I'm telling you, it's a big difference. When a white person see you and he talk to you, he figure out is you a nigga or you a black person. If you black mean you take his characteristics, you kind of got their school and you on their mind frame. He know a nigga is unpredictable, and he blaming him for everything he done, and he gonna try to get him soon as he turn his back. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And they can't be mad because they bred the niggas. They made us. So that's why I'm saying the difference is what y'all saying. Yeah, white folks will break a black person, but ain't no niggas. Don't nobody want to be around the niggas. That's
including black people don't want to be around niggas.
2025.
They not niggas.
Man, I like being around niggas, man. I don't know, man. Just me though.
That's a good thing. That's what
I like being around niggas, man.
If you don't, that's not a bad thing. I'm not mad at you.
You said
that's a classy thing. I think that's more.
Yeah, I don't mind being around niggas, man. I don't mind.
One or two at a time.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable wherever I go, man.
Well, let's keep it real. I don't know you, brother. But
yeah.
So look, are you talking? So
hold on. Everybody mute your mic if you're not talking.
So the niggas is who I'm assuming that we're referring to, the drug dealers, the scammers, the gangbangers, the niggas is always causing problems everywhere they go. Is that who you saying you like being around?
No, all niggas ain't gotta be criminals.
That's what I
So let's
want.
get that understood.
Hold on. You tell me the niggas that ain't criminals.
Hey, when you sit around, you talk. If you don't know, I don't know how to explain it to you, man. I don't know how to explain it to you, bro.
Black people like to talk junk. I think black people like to argue and play dominoes and spades. That ain't a nigga attitude.
Hey man, sometimes we like when you go to if you go to a family reunion, you got some cousins that you know some niggas. They ain't even have that robbing nobody either.
What's a nigga to you?
Rich,
I don't like being around niggas.
When you
Rich,
pull up
Rich.
to that
Okay,
show,
It's hey, so some
There's white niggas.
Hold on.
all the ignorance don't bother me. All the ignorance don't bother me.
It's 9 people on this panel. We just got to do better. Rich, just let them 2 and then slide in or something. We got to do better, y'all. It's 9 people on the panel.
I just want to have an understanding of what you're referring to. Because see, niggas are a cancer to society. I don't think that people who argue, who get in a little mischief here and there is necessarily a nigga. That may be a black person on some hard times. The black people may be just, going through some issues right now or tripping. Because sometimes we all have a bad day and we do something that we're not fond of and we're ashamed of. That don't make us a nigga. Niggas, there's a place for niggas, and it's white niggas, it's black niggas, it's Asian niggas. I don't think nigga is relegated to black people. I think the ignorant people who are cancers in society are niggas, and they come a dime a dozen, all shades and colors.
No, I hear you, but I just disagree. I think niggas is strictly for us. That's just on me.
Then tell us what a nigga is.
Hold on. Like, for example, there's a certain level of ignorance, right? When you get around your partners and y'all talking good shit, I don't even cuss like that. When you talking that good stuff, y'all smoking, you drinking, the conversation is not the one you're going to have in front of your uncles or maybe your aunties. That's NIGGA behavior. That's just a little different.
Come on. No, bro.
Hey, man, you asked me. Did you ask me?
you asked the world.
You ain't got to agree. You ain't got to agree. You ain't got to agree.
Like it's a nigga then.
I don't. Everybody don't behave like that though.
Man, come on, bro. I mean, everybody has inappropriate conversations when they're around their nucleus of friends and family. This is just,
hey man, we ain't got to agree, man.
Amongst all people, all walks of life, they're going to be proper and show more decorum around strangers and in public settings. But when you're with your friends, you're celebrating, you're having a good time, you smoking or drinking, you're going to be extremely casual with your.
Let me do this, then. Let me say it like this, then. I think NIGGA don't do they don't do any type of code switching, or they don't switch up their decorum no matter where they are. I'll put it that way. They ain't gotta be criminals. So I just put it plain like that.
So you're saying they lack decorum? They don't understand.
They lack decorum. I said they lack decorum.
They don't know how to be proper. They still gonna act like they got a 3rd grade education. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, that's what you're saying. Yeah. I just said decorum.
That's what you're saying.
Hold on, wait. King, we gotta let other people in. You can go after Rich. Rich, you can go after King.
Hey, I'm gonna keep listening to y'all because I don't want keep being to dominate this space. No, but I appreciate y'all.
I was trying to answer the world greatest nigga. The nigga.
Okay. I'm gonna keep listening though.
Okay.
Who echoing?
Hey, peace, brother.
Okay.
All right, thank you for being on, bro. All right, so let King go. We got King want to speak.
Because I was gonna tell him what a nigga was. I was gonna give him his answer, but
No, I didn't have nothing. I was just listening to them. I didn't have nothing.
Came in to address
pick and choosing. Before you pick and choose, let me tell you this. A nigga is American-made product, brother. You understand what I'm saying? When they got them black people and they didn't have a choice of who they fuck because they want to make the biggest, strongest, fastest, you can go anywhere in the world. You're not going to find a nigga but nowhere in America. Them Africans over there, them British over there, they that over there. Niggas is American made. When they bred them and you got their last name and they made you their property, you became a nigger to them. That's what they call you. You might not want to believe that and say black man, but that's what they made. They made some niggas and they know that. They know what they got. They know why we faster, why we smarter, why we did. They didn't know what they was doing when they was doing that breed to make us work better and stronger, but we figured it out. And now this is what's left, us. And they don't know what to do with us. And when you say what a nigga is, he less European. He's not domesticated. He got a lot of African in him. He's still free. He's not trying to take the white man's system. He's not trying to learn the white man way. See, that's what these youngsters are. They're more African now than they are white man, than they are black man. They're not domesticated no more. See, that's what you're used to, the domesticated niggas. We not domesticated. You understand what I'm saying? That means we think different. That don't mean you stupid, ignorant of this. We just don't believe in the norm. You see what I'm saying? You see, 2 + 2 may equal 4 to you, but it may equal something else to us. That's the only thing. It's not that we illiterate or nothing. We just choose not to take all his ways, but we know we in this world and we know we got to go by it. But don't just think we just hopped up and was niggas, because slavery wasn't the beginning of us. It happened to us. You understand? We were something before that interrupted all the shit for them hundreds of years. But always know that they created us because we didn't have a choice. The biggest woman with the biggest man, that's what they was doing. And that is true, and that is written down. So that's what a nigga is. That's why when you see a nigga play any sport, anything, he dominant, because we was bred different. You can go look at the British boxers, look at the athletes in track, look at basketball, look at anything niggas involved in, we take over. Tennis, baseball, name it. It's because we was bred that, brother. And so that's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, let me educate you on something real quick before I go.
I'll take your education.
Now, based on what you just said, you cannot refute what I'm going to say. So you can't even rebuttal it because it's based off what you just said. Now, Rob, earlier today, I said the black people view white men as their daddies. Did I not say that? When you say someone created you, see, white people didn't create me. White people created some circumstances that my people had to endure, but they did not create me. We was who we are before white people got involved with us. And we ain't from Africa. There's some Africans from Africa. We are from the United States of America, or whatever the hell this land was called prior to getting the name the United States of America. So when they came over here, when they took over our land, when they enslaved a great deal of us, and then they beat the shit out of you and turned you into whatever the nigga that they turned you into, they became your daddy. So if they make you something, they are your creator, so they are now your daddy. So when y'all act like niggas, y'all are rebelling to y'all daddies. Y'all are not who we are anymore. A nigga and a black is two total different things. A black is who we were intrinsically. A nigga is who they created. So when y'all act like niggas, y'all are rebelling to y'all daddies. And on that note, gentlemen, I'm gonna skate up out of here, but I'm gonna see y'all next week because I'm pretty sure you're gonna pick up and pick up where we left off.
You're not gonna just drop that in my lap and leave, but I'm
did just leave.
He did just do it.
Look, let him go.
I like that.
And I'm gonna tell my man Tyler, man, hey, eat your Wheaties, and we can do it next week.
So get what? I bet your last name ain't Uka Patunka. What's your last name? Harris?
No,
Joseph?
my last name
James? Davis? What is it? Yeah, your daddy white too, boy. Yeah, boy. Your daddy white too. What's your last name, boy? Tell me your last name, boy. Tell me your last name, boy.
We'll be here all night. So let's do it next week.
You're not gonna play with me like that. I'm too old to goddamn fish to be called a goddamn squirrel.
All right, Picking. I gotta mute him sometimes. You gonna go. He ain't gonna let you leave.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy.
All right. Appreciate it. See you next week. All right. Anybody else wanted to speak that haven't spoke on this or respond to any of the things that were said?
Fix your camera, man. That look on your
Hey, I can only say this, man, because it's very hard to sit here and define. You know, my only thing that I really can say that makes sense to me is it's a certain culture. And, you know, it's one of them things where somebody say, like, man, that's my NIGGA. You know what that person means. And I think that's just something that we have in us. Maybe not all of us, but something that we have in us. And it don't matter. It has to come from a certain people for you to understand what they mean. It's a cultural thing. You know, I don't think it has nothing to do with criminality. Not to say that all NIGGAs don't be criminals, but all of them are not criminals. But yeah, it's a cultural thing.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Can y'all see me? Hold on.
Nah.
All right, hold on. Give me a second.
Hey, Yogi.
Hold on, y'all.
That's some whole ass big brother shit.
All this stereotype talk, I kind of want some chicken, man.
Nah,
Hey Tyler, how the fuck are you? How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I was just trying to speak to the topic real quick.
What's up, Tyler? What's going on, bro?
What's good? What's
What's
good?
good, man?
You see the wave?
Yeah, I see the wave. No, what I was gonna say was,
Man, Tyler, what did before you say something, brother? What did you do to picking and choosing? Because he was sure waiting on you.
I don't know, man. Like what he was saying about the NFL. One of the qualifications that it's like a vague qualification to be an owner in the NFL, but one of the rules, I guess, is you have to be voted on by the majority of the owners, the 32 owners. The majority of the owners are white people, right? There's only 7 owners. So at the end of the day, the white man decides you could have all the money, you could have everything, the connections, everything you need, but if they don't pick you, you don't get to be an owner, right? So it's not a merit-based system. It's not an honor-based system. It's a good old boy system. So at the end of the day, the white man holds a control in that space when they get to decide who's in and who's out.
I think you and I think y'all saying the same time. I think y'all arguing the same argument.
Well, not him, not picking and choosing. He was saying that they didn't have any control. He was saying that, well, since they're 7 part owners, then that means something. It doesn't mean anything. That's just the 7 people they chose. But they're never going to give the majority over to the black people. Obviously not. Because then they're gonna feel like, well, then that means we out of there. They just gonna start voting black people in and not vote white people in, just like they do.
It's like they control it. They still got their thumb on top of it.
Right. And to speak to the current topic about niggas, the thing is, black people, we see other black people, i.e. niggas, different than they see us. Right. So to us, other black people, when it comes to the case, if you're guilty of being a nigga or not, it's innocent until proven guilty. For them, you guilty until proven innocent. And I work in country music, so I am inundated with white people, right? I was at the Academy of Country Music. I was in a program called On Ramp, and anyway, it was an initiative for black country artists. And so I had to sit in a room full of white people who talent buyers, people like Live Nation, different festivals, people that run the Opry, and we were posing questions about how can we diversify country music? How can we get more diverse people in here? And basically the short of it, one lady in the room said, well, we just can't hire black artists because black artists are, I mean, I don't know if any of y'all know me. I'm not out here running, gunning, and thugging. I'm not throwing chairs off of bar tops. I'm not getting drunk on Broadway. You don't see me in the news clowning. You know, I got a job, I'm doing my thing. But for some reason to them, I'm a risk. For whatever reason, only because my skin is black. So I am guilty to them just because of the color of my skin to prove innocent. So that's why niggas is just for us, because you innocent until proven guilty. To them, we guilty until somehow proven innocent if they give you the opportunity.
Yep.
So that's
and then the crazy thing about it, where did the country music originate from, Tyler?
You see? Thank you.
Yeah, a whole instrument.
Out, and then that's how it's been ever since.
Well, here go the unpopular truth that a lot of y'all probably not gonna like, because we're so accustomed to doing what we do that we don't really even look at it. But you know, accountability, one of my favorite words. Why do we even utilize the word nigga? You don't have to describe me as a nigga. You can describe me as a black person. I don't have to be categorized as a nigga or anything, nor does anyone else. They don't have to be categorized as that. It is a terminology that we chose to use, and then we want to massage it whichever way we want it to fit, whatever we want it to fit. There's your issue right there. It's really just a word, and I don't have to be categorized in that word.
So you don't think the terminology that we use nigga as isn't like an empowerment thing, because that's what the white folks used to call the slaves, niggas, right? Niggers, right? But we took that word and made it our own to where that word don't really affect shit no more. See what I'm saying?
But
So-
why did you have to feel like you had to do that because they called you that?
Just I'm that nigga.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it's a power thing. I think it was we wanted to pull power from them over to us. Like you can't hurt us with it. We're gonna take it and empower ourselves with it. So we own it. It's something that we have at that point in time in history. We can't
And
have
you can't
land. We
say
can't have this. We can't. This is our word. So I was talking to Rock about this before. It's kind of like what price has the white man paid for enslavement? Like what price have they paid?
nothing.
Like what and I think
Nothing.
I think one of the things they pay and they don't even like the fact that they can't say a certain word. To them, that's terrible in itself. I mean, we
Yes.
lost our minds, we lost family, we lost all kind of things. Like what did they lose? What price did they have to pay? And I think the N word, even though it's one on a controversial word, I get it. However, I do also understand the power it has when you use it a certain way. It's inflection of your tone is when who you say it to, what it means. Like somebody that's my NIG, you feel what they saying. And that's something I think that we hold, even if we're original. I just think it's a power thing. But I do understand people that don't want to be called it. I respect people's decision, but I just understand it from a different perspective, a different lens.
How about this? Then
Yes.
I noticed when you said you kind of spell it out, right? In your household right now, that's where your family is, right?
Yep.
Right. So you don't want your family to hear the word, or even
No, I don't want my daughter to hear it.
Right. That's yeah. And I
Because
get you, man.
I understand at this point in her life, it's because I get the controversy behind it.
Okay.
I don't have to push it for her to be using it just because I want to use it.
All right. So my point is this: like, if it's something that you have to do that too because of what it does, then why do we as a people have to utilize the word? And I get what
You
you said.
don't.
You said that
You
we don't
don't.
have to do it. You said
Yeah,
that
that's where it's been. Yeah.
But
Hey.
also in the same token, y'all said the word was empowered, or y'all taking the power back
Right.
or whatever. The word don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean
I
nothing.
understand.
So
It
it
That's
mean
means
fine. Yeah, I
everything
don't
to
have no
them.
problem with
That's
that.
cool.
That's cool.
Hey,
I'm saying it's between
quality.
two people that decide to use it. It's
Yeah.
not a
Quality.
requirement to use it.
Quality. That's the only word we could say, and they can't say it. And that was the only power we had back then. Like he's telling you, you could say, "What's up, my nigga?" The white boy hate that because he can't say it because he know the consequences. That's the only consequences where a nigga it has the right to beat a white person up. If he use nigga, you won't get no rehearsal. They'll be like, "He said nigga. He said it. He can get his ass." They'll agree with that. That was the rule they made. So what I'm saying with that is that, but
He say
quality. Yeah, but listen to this. We don't say bitch all the time, but when you see a bitch or you see some bitch ass shit, you say bitch. That's the same thing with nigga. When you see a black person, you ain't gonna say, hey nigga, he black. But when you see a nigga, you say, what's up, nigga? Look at this nigga. Look at them niggas. It's just the way it comes
My
out. It
nigga.
fit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like bitch. We don't use it all the time, but when you say, man, fuck that bitch. That's bitch. You using it in the contents. Like when you pull up and say, look at these hoes, look at these niggas, man. You know it. It's not nothing that we just calling ourselves. It's you know it when you see a nigga. When you say who robbed you, not no black man, a nigga robbed me. You know who it is. You know niggas because we are niggas. We know them when we see them. That's on that nigga shit. I'm just saying it's just we know it. You know what I'm saying? They can't say it, but we can. You know.
Okay.
It's
How about
just
this?
natural. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
hoe. It's just a word. Because these young niggas call each other bitch. What's up, bitch? What's up, bitch? I don't play that. I don't play that. But they do that. That's hard. That's
So
something they
wasn't there a
do.
moment where you said that somebody else, what was it, Hispanics, they can use the word nigga, right?
Listen. I'm selfish. I don't want nobody to use it but niggas because I'm the world's greatest nigga. But if they happen to use it, I'm not the one to take what my great fearless leader Rock say. I cannot take away their freedom of speech. So no, I cannot.
All right. So if we allow, I guess, so it was said on the panel that I guess Hispanic people were okay with using the word. So, but I'm this way, and like I say, I'm logical, man. So shit to me, it's got to make sense for me to understand. If the word has that much hurt, or whatever you want to say, power, hurt, or meaning, whatever. It does not have to be used. So if you stop using it and stop calling yourself that, you take the power away that way. But to continue to use it and then threaten anyone else that uses it because you continue to use it, you've made the word so popular by rap music and everything else that now the same people that you say you whooping their ass because they saying it now in almost every song that they sing, because this is what we've turned the word into. It's not a thing of insult. Now it's damn near a way of communication.
Yeah.
So look,